World of YouTubers. I'm really horrible at these introduction stuff. I don't know. I guess I wanted to share some personal experience. Not experience so much, but personal stuff. Not so much personal, but stuff I dealt with. So it kind of falls in the category personal. I have a horrible memory, especially of my childhood. It sucks. Because it'll get to the point of meeting family, and they all know who I am, and I have no idea who they are. When I was 12, I started self-harming by cutting. And I remember the very first time I ever did, I had cuts on the top and bottom of my arms, of both my arms, my legs. It was horrible, but it wasn't, they weren't deep. It was like if a cat scratched you, barely. But there was a ton. And, you know, a good friend of mine had reached out and helped me. But sadly, you know, I've dealt with that for the past almost 8 years now. This month actually marked 10 months without self-harming. Not 10 months, 7 months. It was 7 months on the 10th. And it's weird. It's the longest I've gone in the past 8 years without, you know, hurting myself. Because for the longest time, it was a comfort thing that, you know, when my depression hit or, you know, really bad anger, I wouldn't want to take that out on anybody. And so I figured, you know, I would hurt myself, but that brought into the question, you know, I kept telling people, oh, I loved myself, you know, but that wasn't true, and I realize that now. You know, how can you love yourself and, you know, keep hurting yourself? I don't know. 2 years ago, I'd gotten my first dog, and, you know, she became my rock. She was my everything, and in December of last year, I had to give her up due to me getting pregnant and my parents worrying that she might hurt the baby, and it sucks, it really does. But it's been about 4, almost 5 months, and I haven't seen her in the past 3, but I see pictures of her and it makes me miss her, but I know she's happier. Last year, I'd gotten in a relationship with my ex, my most current ex, and that relationship was just horrible. It wasn't, I don't know. It got abusive towards the end, not physical, but emotional. It's not something I ever told anybody about because, you know, I've seen it happen with my parents, well, my mom and my stepdad. I know the signs of abusive relationship, and I don't know, it's just mainly I thought, well, I knew I was in love, and then, you know, stuff happened, mistakes were made, and then stuff was said, and it just, I don't know, it destroyed a lot. It didn't hurt, it just destroyed my outlook on, you know, relationships and, you know, who I thought he was and how he was supposed to be this great guy, and turns out he's not. Turns out he reminds me a lot of my stepdad. I'm glad I'm done with that. You know, it was mainly lies and secrets, and a lot of stuff had to be hidden because of certain situations, and it wasn't healthy. And I realize now that, you know, I haven't been in a relationship for 6, 7 months, but in 7 months I haven't cut, you know. I have a year being clean off of drugs. You know, I get to have a baby here in June. I get to become a mom. You know, that's gonna make dating or even seeing people hard, because, you know, my first priority is gonna be my child, of course, but, you know, it still sucks. I mean, he doesn't have to go through that, obviously, since he has a new girlfriend. I don't know. My real dad is coming out in June after my baby's born to meet his grandkid and see me. And it's gonna be really weird because I haven't seen him roughly in the past 14 years, ever since I moved out to Nebraska. And, you know, I get to meet his wife, and I'm really excited. I'm scared, nervous. I don't know. I need to start coming up with more stuff that I can talk about or do during these. The thing is, this is already 7 minutes long. But subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your goldfish. I don't know. Start learning how to speak goldfish.